Hello? Oh, good. The kids are going to come up to speak in just a second. They do a much better job than I do. But before we get on to the last group, I wanted to say thank you, first of all, to Mr. Marcotte and Mrs. Kuhnhart for welcoming me aboard in Linwood. And then secondly, but perhaps equally, to the students. Between the two schools, or three schools, I've had over 450 students, and I can very clearly say that I've learned more from them than I'm sure they have from me. I've learned a great deal here, and I know it's a temporary experience, but I really appreciate how welcoming the student body, and the faculty, and the community has been with me, so thank you.
On the stage, ready to perform, is our symphonic band. Our group has also been very productive in our class. We have advanced in playing and matured in our musical understanding.
Indiana's state motto, the Crossroads of America, refers to the multitude of interstate highways that travel through Indianapolis, as the state's capital city connects pathways to and from different parts of the country.
Crossroads serves to link contrasting musical ideas, one bold declamatory and the other energetic and mixed in meters. This piece by Michael Orr was premiered earlier this year and prominently features the trumpet and percussion section.
Before we play our last tune for you, I'd like to wish some thank yous to people. And before we start, I'd like to point out, as you saw Mr. Wilson talk to you and saw him do his things tonight, he's doing a very fine job as far as his student teaching. He's from Bradley University, if you didn't know. I think I said that earlier in the beginning of the program. But as far as when I was student teaching, I got the privilege of teaching a junior high band how to play Frosty the Snowman. And so when he's doing this 5/4 and 4/4 and 3/4 and all these changes of meter, he's doing a fine job as far as leading our students, and he's going to be a fine educator in our profession. So let's have a hand for Mr. Wilson. I'd like to thank Mrs. Coonrod and the GHS Band for moving and allowing us to use our equipment for the performance tonight. Roger Carr and his sound crew and lights for their work this evening. I'd like to thank the Ball Chat administration for the privilege of teaching these outstanding students every day and the use of this facility. Band boosters for your continued support. It's greatly appreciated. If you're not involved with the band boosters, please do. And of course you, the parents, for stressing the importance of a music education. It makes a well-rounded student, and research shows. And so thank you again for supporting us and allowing your students to participate in this great activity. Before we play our last tune, I'd like to make a little housekeeping announcement. I want you to save some cookies for our students, because after we're done with the performance, we're all going to be moving the equipment back into the band room. So a little help is going to be needed from the students. So make sure, parents, you save them some cookies in the commons, because there are cookies in the commons donated by parents for a little reception after the concert. Our last piece, Dynamo, was commissioned by the McLean County School Number 5, which is the normal school district, for the music administrator who retired recently. And so Dynamo symbolizes how energetic she was as far as supporting the arts in McLean County School District Number 5. And this is written by Todd Stalter, who's teaches at Eureka High School, and he conducted the junior high all-district band that some of our students had a privilege of participating under his baton. So Joy, and this is a modern piece, so this is Dynamo. Oh, and sorry, one more thing. Happy holidays.
Thank you.